Let me share with you an exclusive revelation that exposes the stunning hypocrisy of the federal Labor government when it comes to housing policy and the Coalition's tax deduction plan. As you know, Peter Dutton's game-changing policy is to allow first home buyers, if they're buying or building a new house rather than an established one, to claim the interest on the first $650,000 of their mortgage as a tax deduction for 5 years. This means potential savings of more than $10,000 a year in mortgage payments for first home buyers. And Labor opposes it. The Albanese Labor government's preferred alternative is to spend taxpayers' money building low-cost homes, even if they haven't actually got around to finishing any just yet.
Is a single person living in one of these houses from this program?
We've built a couple of thousand.
Has a single person actually moved into one of these houses?
We've built a couple of thousand houses. There's 28,000 more in the pipeline right now, and there'll be fewer under your proposal because you want to cut the Housing Australia Future Fund.
So
that
the
would
truth
mean
is,
fewer homes.
Not a single person is living in one of these houses.
Yeah, that's Labor's approach. And by the way, its funding promise equates to about $100,000 per home. So Lord knows what's going to get built or when. But when it comes to the Coalition's groundbreaking plan to make home loan interest costs tax deductible for first home buyers, Labor says no. It rejects it outright.
This is a policy that has never been supported, wasn't supported by them the entire time that they were in government. They did nothing about housing.
That policy that the Coalition cooked up in 24 hours, it's not going to build a single new home around our country, and it is not going to get a single person into home ownership who wasn't already going to get into home ownership. What a waste of money.
So there you have it. Labor is stridently opposed to interest rate tax deductibility for first home buyers. But here's the kicker when it comes to Labor's stand. You won't believe the hypocrisy. Labor MPs are opposing a taxation benefit for first home buyers that they actually get themselves. Under Taxation Ruling 10 from 1999, it's made clear that under the heading for additional property purchased or rented by members and used as accommodation for work-related travel, there is provision for politicians to ensure deductions are allowable for expenses including in financing, holding and maintaining that property. Yep, in other words, federal politicians can claim the interest payments on the mortgages for their second homes as a tax deduction. There are a range of conditions, of course, but I understand many pollies have done this, some for places in Canberra and others for second homes in their state capitals. In fact, the Treasurer, Jim Chalmers, is one of many politicians with a second home in Canberra. It is appropriately listed in his register of members' interests, along with a mortgage on that same property. Now, I asked the Treasurer's office whether he claims the interest on that mortgage as a tax deduction, and we're yet to receive a response. But the point remains clear regardless. However many politicians use this provision, it is a tax deduction they are entitled to. So it's a shocking double standard right now for Labor. The Albanese Labor government is opposing a first home buyer's interest rate tax deduction when a similar tax deduction is now available to all MPs for a second home. Yeah, Labor MPs have it for themselves now for their second homes, but they want to deny it to young people trying to buy their first homes. Seems just a little unfair, doesn't it?